Welcome back. This week I am coming at you from one half of the Real Relationships podcast studio to discuss this week's episode, 2002's The Sweetest Thing, starring Cameron Diaz as Christina Applegate as Courtney, and Selma Blair as Jane. Three ladies who live together, laugh together, and find something like love together in San Francisco. And one of the best moments of this women-led rom-com raunch fest, as Courtney and I called it, is the fashion montage where Courtney and Christina buy new clothes for a wedding after an unfortunate accident in a men's bathroom. Just listen to our episode for the details, and decide they do have time for a montage. So during the montage, Diaz and Applegate dress up as different pop culture items, including Diaz as Olivia Newton-John from previous episode Grease, Applegate laughing hysterically as Vivian from also previous episode Pretty Woman, and dancing like a maniac again from Flashdance, previous episode. They also do a really funny bit as Lloyd and Harry from Dumb and Dumber, replete with canes and all, and of course, Madonna. And dress-up montages are a fun, fashionable, and exciting way to show the progression of time or achievement of a skill in a movie. And dress-up montages are one of the oldest cliches in motion picture history, and The Sweetest Thing breathes new life into this 100-year-old technique by blatantly breaking the fourth wall, and it is hysterical, funny stuff. A montage essentially follows the storyteller's rule of show, don't tell. Audiences don't want to see boring footage of someone working out, doing menial tasks, studying. A montage accomplishes what would normally take us hours, days, weeks, maybe even months to accomplish in about a minute or so's worth of footage. Montage developed early on in cinema, primarily through the work of American directors Edwin S. Porter, D.W. Griffin, and with the Soviet cinema in the 1920s from filmmaker Sergei Einstein. I'm not sure if he is related to the famous physicist. I'll look it up and find out. But montage derives from the French verb monter that translates to assemble. In a 1925 essay, Einstein developed a theory of montage. In effect, a theory of film wherein raw footage alone lacked specific meaning, but gained meaning with controlled recombination of other units, including sound, other pictures, other people. And Einstein wrote, quote, "The essence of cinema does not lie in the images, but in the relation between the images," end quote. Meanwhile, American filmmaker D.W. Griffith developed formal structures for film narrative based on dramatic cross-cutting, counterpoint, and juxtaposition. From there, the montage was born, bringing with it new and fun ways to further a story. Famously, 45 minutes into 1939's The Women, the star-studded cast that included Joan Crawford and Norma Shearer watch a live fashion show replete with fully dressed miniature monkeys. Oh, the 1930s. This 6-minute segment is the only part of the black and white movie that is Technicolor, a brand new technology studios were excited to display and boast about. And the camera quickly shows outfit changes that include work suits, play suits, bathing suits, picnic attire because you gotta have the perfect outfit for a picnic, and of course, evening wear. The fashion show paved the way for modern day fashion montages like those we saw in previous episodes, Pretty Woman, Troop Beverly Hills, and Dirty Dancing. In Dirty Dancing, the camera follows Jennifer Grey's baby as she practices the mambo, crosses bridges, takes a few missteps, of course, and applies makeup, all without stopping. And this montage sells her character's drive and determination to perfect moves that were otherwise foreign to her. A montage can also drive the comedic elements of a movie, such as in Shaun of the Dead, another previous episode, an ingenious takedown of zombie movie film tropes. The film's montage shows a plan coming to fruition, and in the case of Shaun of the Dead, it's a montage plan that needs a couple of revisions, and of course, they all get a pint and wait for this whole thing to blow over. A montage can also show athletic training, like we saw in previous episode, Wet Hot American Summer, wherein Gene teaches Coop the way, and supposedly the way was going to help him get the woman of his dreams. And listen to our episode to learn how that panned out. Other training montages we have seen were in Cutting Edge, where Doug and Kate really worked and struggled to find their magic. And of course, who can forget the montage of Alex in Flashdance, also yes, previous episode, as she perfected her audition routine. I can't talk about montages without talking about one of my favorite campy, cheesy, wonderful fashion meets music meets dance montage as performed by Gene Kelly and Olivia Newton-John in our Xanadu episode. And on that note, I need to record, edit, and upload this week's episode. What better way to accomplish that than with a montage? That was a lot of work, but totally worth it to bring you new episodes of the Real Relationships podcast every Thursday, along with new episodes of this show. In exchange, go ahead and splice your cursor to the subscribe button so you never miss any of this. Be sure to like, comment, share, tell your friends all about the Real Relationships podcast. We appreciate our viewers, our listeners, our supporters, and as always, we will see you soon.